With Rise of the Floodborn releasing at the end of 2023, we now have 408 mechanically distinct cards available to play with. But just how different are some of these cards anyway? I've picked out some of the most unique mechanics that we can use in Lorcana and ranked my top 5 from each set. And in this video, we'll go over my picks from the first chapter. One small caveat before we start. Because Floodborn is already out, I had to kick several cards out of my top 5, because similar cards showed up in the second set. It's a mouse-eat-mouse world out there, but at the end of the video, I'll give an honourable mentions shout-out to some of my personal favourites that missed the cut. Kicking it off at number 5, Maui Hero to All. Maui is our only character that has both Rush and Reckless keywords. He's a big booty bomb that can come out on turn 5 and punish your opponent for exerting their characters, but simply having 2 keywords isn't that amazing. So let's move on to number 4, Reflection. I know, practically no one plays this card, but the fact remains that it is the only way we have of reordering the top of the deck without drawing or throwing cards to the bottom of the pile. It's not great, but it is singular. Number 3, Jafar, Keeper of Secrets. Jafar is the only card in the game so far that adjusts its stats based on your own hand size. We do have a few cards that check your opponent's hand, like Flynn Rider, his own biggest fan, and even some cards that check if your hand is empty to turn on an ability, like Tiana Celebrating Princess. But so far, Jafar is the only character who gets strong when your hand is strong. Number 2, Be Prepared. Seems like an obvious choice because it's our only board wipe, but the reason I picked this card is a little more detailed than that. Be Prepared is the only card in the whole game that uses the word all, except for healing cards that remove all damage. I do expect to see more universally applied effects moving forwards though, so Scar probably isn't going to keep this crown for long. And in the top spot for the first chapter, number 1, Belle, Strange but Special. Belle is a shoo-in to win most unique first chapter card. Not only is she the only card in the game to alter the game's basic rules as a static ability by allowing you to ink a second card on your turn, she is also the only card with an effect that checks the size of your inkwell. 2 entirely unique abilities on a single card. She really is strange and special. My special shoutouts for those who didn't make the top 5 or got cut by second set usurpers: Ariel on Human Legs, our only non-singer. Magic Broom, Bucket Brigade, the only card in set 1 that could shuffle your deck. Zeus, God of Lightning, our only character card with Rush and Challenger. Mother Gothel, Selfish Manipulator, and Captain Hook, Ruthless Pirate, our only characters with a While Exerted ability in set 1. And Frying Pan, our only targeted challenge denial in the whole entire game. Well, that's my opinion on the most mechanically unique cards from the first chapter. Feel free to disagree with me and start some friendly fights in the comments, especially if you think I overlooked something that should have made the list or knocked something else out of the running. Please consider subscribing if you want to hear more mechanics overviews, and follow me on Twitter or Instagram for more light-hearted googly content at GooglyGlimmers. If there's anything specific you'd like me to cover, I will be checking the comments for ideas. Until next time, may all your pulls be googly.